All right, day 12 of building a rescue again, and it is crunch time because our open house is coming up this weekend. I gotta get this stuff built. So the plan today, get these walls all done. I need to have at least this finished and ready to put the roof on by the end of the day. And then I will have to work on the tegu enclosures another time after the open house. So that's the plan right now. So I've got the front wall built, spaced out for the size of the enclosures. I still figure out the doors. But again, me rushing when I'm picking out wood, look how twisted this is. It's like I'm building a spiral staircase or something. But yeah, so now it's gonna be a pain in the ass putting this in and just getting the walls in there. That stud there was a pain in the ass to put in just because of the twist. That top piece was just warped right around. So it actually took me quite a while to get that lined up. I had to stand up on there and drill down just to get the weight, like my body weight, to push that down in. And there's a lot of screws holding that piece in right there. And now I'm gonna figure out the spacing for the doors. And if I do this right, I have this big empty space of wall here. So if I make that a 3-foot space and then have the door there, which the door's gonna be a little small, I can actually put our snake racks along here because they are 3 feet long. So if I put the snake racks there, that's a great utilization of space without blocking the door to that. This is where I wish I was better at planning things out. So I've got the front wall done, door spacing in, one of the side walls, but I still have 1, 2, 3 more side walls to build in there. That's what I have left. So guess where I have to go? Back to the hardware store. But I really have to do the math because I'm cutting pieces just under 6 feet for these walls. And I'm using 2x4s that are 8 feet long. I am getting a lot of waste. That is useless wood now. It is too short for anything. So I think what I need to do is calculate how many 12-footers I need to cut my just under 6 feet pieces. So then instead of having that much waste, I'm gonna have like that much waste per piece, and I'm not wasting all the money because this is actually getting quite expensive. Just finished at Home Depot. There's no time for dinner tonight. I didn't even get to the shop until 5:45. So I'm rushing now. What time is it now? It's 7 o'clock. So dinner tonight is a Mars bar and a bottle of Coke. All of the walls are now built. I just have to put the plywood on them and then start putting them in. So I may have taken a break last night. I had a lengthy call about our electrical come in last night. I had to do emails, so I stopped for the night last night. So this is part 2 of yesterday's video. I'm just gonna kind of have it as one video, but I've got one of the walls done. We're gonna put it up. Wall 1 is up, wall 2 up. So now we can really get a good sense of what these enclosures are gonna be like because this is one enclosure right here. Again, it's not as big as our other ones. Our other ones were 8 by 8. These are 6 by 5.5. So a little bit smaller, but we're just gonna make sure there's lots of branches and enrichment and things like that in here to keep the animals happy. All 4 walls are now up. So now it's just time to put the plywood on this here, leaving the spaces for the doors, and then get this wall over there. Now is the moment of truth. I'm gonna move this wall along the front there and hope I've got everything measured properly so the doorways line up with the end of that wall on each side. And I was smarter this time and cleared a path. All right, just gotta lift it up. Oh, just lift the whole thing up. All right, so I mean, this one is already lined up perfect. And this one, gonna hit it over. All right, looks like we're good. The problem is it's not gonna stay here and my drill's over there. So now I gotta take it all off again anyways and lean it. And now I'll go get, oh, nope, jeez. Now I'll get my drill. It is finally coming together. So we have the iguana enclosures done. Now we're gonna be doing mesh doors. I'm probably gonna do mesh on top. I don't wanna close them right in because it's just gonna be dark for them. So I'll just slap a piece of 2x4 across there. We'll drape some mesh across the top. And that way they'll actually have light as well. It's not gonna be a dark, dingy enclosures. But yeah, so this is essentially an iguana enclosure right here. So I can put some nice branches and decor in there. So now the only thing left technically, whoops, as I trip, to build is this corner here, and this is gonna be my stack of tegu enclosures. So I'll build 3 tegu enclosures there, and then, and doors, and then we're ready to start bringing stuff in. So I was thinking of painting all of this, but one, it's a budget issue. I don't have the budget to paint. It's gonna be another $1,500, $2,000 to paint all this stuff, which means yes, it is going to rot. But remember, we're only in a 3-year lease here because in 3 years, we might be completely illegal and have to move anyways. And the plan isn't to be here forever. This is just a place for us to be until we know what's happening with the new laws. Once we get that figured out, we will hopefully in 3 years be able to try to get into a place where we can be open to the public. So all of this is only for a few years, which, it should last a few years. But if anybody wants to donate some paint or donate some time and come and paint all this, by all means. But that is gonna be it for today, and actually this week, because I have to go start getting everything ready for the open house. And then this Saturday, the electricians are coming in. I just have to mark out where I want the outlets to be, but there's a ton of power along here. So we're really happy with that because we're gonna go through a lot of power. So that's it for this episode of Building a Rescue Again.